guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Knicks are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks. The Celtics would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Karl Anthony Towns earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with this awesome slam.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down.
Good shot. Let's go, boy. Cash me out.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Knicks with the basketball.
Here we go. Ice.
Here comes the screen. Brunson. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen. Brunson and a pass stolen by Boston. Off the iron. It came out. Brunson to Towns. Kristaps Porzingis snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Porzingis. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Fires the 3. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Brunson. Down low Towns. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Easy work. I got him.
Here comes the screen. Work it down to Brown. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jaylen Brown, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Brunson to Josh Hart. To Brunson. Great feed. And scores. Karl Anthony Towns with the finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Celtics have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jaylen Brown trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Brunson. Short jumper won't fall. From long range, rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Towns to Josh Hart. Good. Off a spin.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Boston with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Cruises inside for two.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen to Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Holiday controls the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. And count the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Brunson. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Tatum. Now that's a contest. To Jaylen Brown. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
They get it down for Towns. To Josh Hart. Jaylen Brown rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
New York Knicks basketball. Brunson. And scores. Strong take.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great,